Amadou Coulibaly, aka Little Michelin, the arrogant fat man or the toad that dreams of being an ox. The chubby Minister of Communication, Amadou Coulibaly, alias Little Michelin, thought it wise to attack me in the most cowardly way possible, believing he could ridicule me without even having the courage to say my name. A man supposedly defending transparency and information who, incapable of confronting me directly, hides behind petty insinuations and thinly veiled contempt. Good old Little Michelin, stuck in his own smugness, decided to amuse himself with jabs worthy of a schoolyard. There was a time when we couldn't even breathe with that little music that everyone heard everywhere. But well, where are we now? Where are we now, dear Amadou? We are still at the thing you fear the most, the truth exposing your regime. Amadou Coulibaly wants to make people believe that I am just a passing trend, a fad that fades away like a commercial jingle. But if that were the case, why take the time to talk about me? Why try to erase me with sarcasm? Why sweat so much at the mere thought of what I might reveal? The truth is, Little Michelin is afraid. Afraid of my impact, afraid of the truths I uncover, afraid of how my investigations are slowly chipping away at the wall of lies that his government desperately tries to keep standing. Let's be honest, Amadou Coulibaly would make a terrible comedian. Between his clumsy jabs and his glaring lack of charisma, he is more of a washed-up court jester than a government minister. He tries to make people laugh, but the only enthusiastic audience he has is a bunch of sycophants clapping out of obligation, between two well-buttered slices of corruption. And let's be real. Who is truly ephemeral here? Me, who continues to inform and expose the horrors hidden beneath the varnish of power? Or him, a mere pawn of a corrupt system that will end up like all the others, forgotten, replaced, thrown into the dustbin of history? We all know the fate of these little soldiers of deception. Today they strut around, tomorrow they beg for an exit, and the day after that, they either flee into exile or fade into oblivion. Little Michelin should think about that because history never forgives mediocrity. A Minister of Communication, in any respectable country, should be informing the public with rigor and defending press freedom. But Amadou Coulibaly has chosen a very different role. Chief propagandist of a regime in distress. Rather than answering questions about corruption scandals, the suffering of the people, or the repression of dissenting voices, he prefers to divert attention and attack an investigative journalist who makes his clan tremble. Except, communication is not his strong suit. Because in trying to discredit me, he only proved one thing. My influence still haunts him. He could have chosen silence. He could have ignored my existence. But no, he preferred to humiliate himself by admitting, indirectly, that my work disturbs him. Congratulations, Amadou, you just signed your own acknowledgement of my impact. If I were truly insignificant, why is your forehead still dripping with sweat at the mere mention of my name? This regime knows it stands on shaky ground, and the slightest gust of truth could make it collapse. That's why they feel obligated to mock me, hoping the people will forget me, hoping my investigations will disappear under the weight of political distractions. But no, Amadou, wave your arms all you want, the tidal wave of truth I bring will not stop. Little Michelin should think twice before opening his big mouth. Chris Yapi has nearly 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. He is not attacking just one person, he is attacking 400,000 conscious citizens, 400,000 awakened minds, 400,000 witnesses to the truth. This number, which continues to grow despite all attacks, proves the impact and necessity of the investigative work I do. And let's not forget, if Chris Yapi had not been the victim of a violent persecution orchestrated by the Ivorian regime with the help of the French government, my first YouTube channel would have already surpassed 1 million subscribers. My first Facebook page had over 700,000 followers before it was unjustly deleted. They have tried everything to silence me, abusive reports, censorship, bans, intimidation, etc. Yet, every time, Chris Yapi rises again, stronger, sharper, and more relentless. So when Little Michelin thinks he is clever by belittling my work, he is actually showing his disdain for the hundreds of thousands of people who follow me, people who know how to distinguish between truth and state propaganda. Chris Yapi is always under attack, but never defeated. In the end, it's not just his belly that is too heavy to carry. His lies are too. Little Michelin can try to erase me, to minimize my work, to distract people, but even he doesn't believe in his own act. If he truly thought I was nothing, he would have had the decency not to talk about me. But here's the truth, Chris Yapi is not a buzz. Chris Yapi is a razor-sharp blade. Courage has never been Little Michelin's strong suit. Like all those who serve an illegitimate power, he prefers cheap shots, half-hearted mockery, and diversion tactics. He wants to make people believe that he is above my revelations, but he cannot stop himself from reacting, from responding, from trying to mock me. But who is laughing at whom, Amadou? You thought you had extinguished the flame, but it burns brighter than ever. You thought your mockery would make me disappear, but it only strengthens my presence. So, to Little Michelin and to everyone who feels targeted, take a deep breath, because the little music you hate so much will keep playing. And it will not stop until your charade comes to an end.
Contre vent, c'est marée, c'est marée, c'est marée. Face au danger et au péril, ils foncent pour le combat sans peur. Ils galopent pour dévoiler ce qui est caché. Là où règne le mensonge, il impose la vérité. Les hiboux de Chris Yapi chasseront le vieux grigou. Le despote sera jeté dans la poubelle de l'histoire. Le peuple ivoirien sera libéré à jamais. Chris Yapi ne ment pas. Chris Yapi ne ment pas. Chris Yapi ne ment pas. Contre vents et marées, face au danger et au péril, ils foncent pour le combat sans peur. Ils galopent pour dévoiler ce qui est caché. Là où règne le mensonge, il impose la vérité. Les hiboux de Chris Yapi chasseront le vieux grigou. Le despote sera jeté dans la poubelle de l'histoire. Le peuple ivoirien sera libéré à jamais. Chris Yapi ne ment pas. Ne ment pas. Chris Yapi ne ment pas. Chris Yapi ne ment pas. Contre vents et marées, face au danger et au péril, ils foncent pour le combat sans peur. Ils galopent pour dévoiler ce qui est caché. Là où règne le mensonge, il impose la vérité. Les hiboux de Chris Yapi chasseront le vieux grigou. Le despote sera jeté dans la poubelle de l'histoire. Le peuple ivoirien sera libéré à jamais. Chris Yapi ne ment pas. Chris Yapi ne ment pas. Chris Yapi ne ment pas. Contre vents et marées, face au danger et au péril, ils foncent pour le combat sans peur. Ils galopent pour dévoiler ce qui est caché. Là où règne le mensonge, il impose la vérité. Les hiboux de Chris Yapi chasseront le vieux grigou.
Find Chris Yapi on his 2 YouTube channels, his Rumble channel, his TikTok, X, Instagram, VK and Threads accounts.